Hello YouTube, Dezibahn here. Welcome back once again to Mechwarrior 5. As my cat goes tearing off down the hallway, it is bright and early in the morning. I've got a fresh cup of coffee and ready to go blow some stuff up. So I haven't played this game in probably a month. At least I haven't played the save file in a month. So I don't quite remember what I was doing. But, we'll figure it out. Alright, so, first things first, let me figure out what I'm doing. Pretty sure I just arrived here. Got all these guys being worked on. Bunch of light mechs, one enforcer in reserve. Alright, so yeah, we were doing pretty good getting ourselves re-established here. 8 million sea bills, still not enough to buy a battle mech outright. At least not one that's not very damaged, but we keep on keeping on. Let's see, how much am I going to get paid for doing that job? See if it's worth it to actually buy some of those machine guns. I need you. That will pay me 244,000. So no, it's really not worth it. I'll just take them and salvage as they come. Alright. So, let's go ahead and get going here, see what we got. Garrison duty. Alright, well. I don't get a whole lot of salvage out of this one. Jesus. I've got more damage coverage than I've got anything. Alright, well, whatever. This is probably going to be a mistake. Yeah, we'll just let this mission sit on hold for 13 days while we get everything fixed. And we'll get going. And nothing beats a fresh cup of coffee.
Enemy forces have broken into Allied territory and now threaten the facilities at Nav Point Alpha. We are the closest forces in a position to intercept, so let's move out. Looks like we found the place, Commander.
I always enjoy looking at the cockpit modeling in this game.
Now fan out and take defensive positions. Prepare for incoming hostiles.
I remember.
We have confirmed visual on mercenary forces. Welcome, Commander. Be advised, hostile forces have been dispatched and are en route to our location.
Remember back in the old days of Mechwarrior 2, you'd have your little wireframe cockpit lines, and they would change depending on what you were piloting. But it was not nowhere near detailed as this.
You must have really kicked over the beehive here, Commander. More hostiles inbound.
I swear, I thought this guy had a autocannon to some
Enemy
degree.
forces closing in fast.
I was hoping I could get that target locked.
Land target received.
So I have been playing this in my free time, but obviously not this campaign. I've been playing the my original single-player game.
to converge on your location. Stay frosty, Commander.
Target acquired.
So I'm not exactly rusty, but I definitely don't remember most of my weapon bindings for this campaign.
Target received. Engaging.
I'm used to the way more advanced weapons I've been using. Those Plan ER lasers. Way longer range than this little thing I've got here. And the Clan missiles, which don't have a medium or minimum range. I'm trying to walk through my own base. I need to get rid of those short burst lasers. I don't need them. I can totally do a regular medium laser. This thing does not have any heat issues that I've seen.
Incoming runner. If you can, give them protection until they reach safety. More hostiles entering the combat zone's perimeter. Brace for additional contacts.
Yeah, it's not done. Okay, so they're coming in from the other side, so that'll be good. Those guys should make it.
Thanks for the assist, Commander. Why don't we stick around and help out?
Moving on that target.
My guys to fire up on this general here. Much better to focus your fire.
Enemy back down!
Target acquired.
Shared targets engaged.
That was a Hail Mary shot if I ever had one.
Tango eliminated!
Sweet.
I'm showing no more enemies on the scope, Commander. Well done.
Oh, that went out really well, actually. He's a little beat up. He's kind of beat up. Alright, so all in all, that one went off without a hitch. Which the way I was doing for a little bit there, it was nothing but hitches. Alright. I would salvage me a Jenner, but I don't have enough salvage points. So just take all this crap. Which sucks, because I really could have stood to get that Jenner and get rid of it. Finish that one Cantina contract I had. Yeah, we'll just hit this. Repair everything. And we'll come down here. I can tell you right now, I do not want that supercharger. So we'll sell that off for a little extra money. Right, so now I've got no objectives here, so where do we want to go? There's nowhere I can go that isn't 2 jumps. So I guess we'll head down here. And check out this academy. Check out this cantina too. Well, this one will be easy. 10 missile carriers, they're everywhere. Ooh, this one's got a good light rifle reward. This one's just got a bunch of ammo. So we'll take this one. I don't really care about the flamer, but it'll be super easy. 10 missile carriers. Alright, let's see what we can do here. Sorry, getting a little more coffee in me. So none of these have a chance to increase skill cap or true. None of them have a chance to increase skill cap except for the last one. And none of them have any chances for traits whatsoever. So what I'm not going to do is spend a whole bunch of money, take my pilots out of duty for 2 months, and then not even get them a chance to get a skill trait, or a trait. So, we'll skip over all that. See what they got for sale around here. Nothing of high value. Yeah, not really much of anything. Locust and a spider. Hypochondriac. Nice. Don't need to hire him. Now let's see what arena stuff we got. A free-for-all and a free-for-all. The problem that I have is doing a free-for-all. I don't have some really great mechs to try to take care of business. I think the Vindicator would be my best option. And the Vindicator's pretty light. The Griffin has potential, but it's not equipped well enough. Okay, I was gonna say, I know I've got medium lasers. Alright, so that pushes my firepower up a hair. Swap you with an upgraded one that pushes the firepower up even further. The problem herein lies that large laser just doesn't do a whole lot of damage. Those 2 medium lasers equal the large laser in damage output. Could always swap it out with an SRM. I totally forgot this thing had jump jets. I could strip those out and give it a better missile launcher. Is that 110? 5 tons. 2 tons, so I'd need to strip out three jump jet, or crap, they're only half a ton. So I'd have to get rid of all of my jump jets and a heat sink. Alright, well, I'm just gonna leave it as is then. Not worth it. Alright, well, we'll start this, upgrade some of those lasers. That'll take 10 days. The question is, do I want to risk putting it into a free-for-all? The medium limitation is nice, because that'll keep me from going up against heavy and assault mechs. But the free-for-alls are risky because it's 8 on 8, like everyone's fighting everyone, and a lot of times when they spawn, the game will spawn them far enough away that they don't engage anyone. So you'll end up slogging through 6 people, and then suddenly you have to fight 2 people who are brand spanking new and haven't been damaged yet. Screw it, we'll give it a shot. That's it? No, we're not gonna give it a shot. Those terms suck. Say, one bad arena mission is what happened last time. I'm not trying to get back into that. I'll come down here. Take this one of these missions with Houstavian after we stop by the store and see what they got. Could buy some knuckles. Strip off a couple of jump jets and throw some reinforced melee. Of course, we all know I'm not going to do that, but it's a thought. A locus. Alright, let's see what we got. An objective raid. Garrison duty. We just did a garrison duty, so why not? We'll do another one. I guess we'll take the airstrike support because we have it and probably never use it.
We're reading heavy weather warnings out there, Commander. Expect limited visibility and sensor malfunctions on this mission.
See, these medium mechs are serving their purpose. I'm definitely ready to upgrade to some heavy ones. I've gotten spoiled.
Looks like we made it here just in time, Commander. Our employer reports airstrike support is inbound on your position. You should be able to call it in shortly. Enemy forces have broken into Allied territory and now threaten the facilities at Nav Point Alpha. We are the closest forces in a position to intercept, so let's move out. Now fan out and take defensive positions. Prepare for incoming hostiles.
Commander, our long-range scanners show you barely beat the opposition here. It won't be long till they come at us with all they have. You better set up.
More hostiles entering the combat zone's perimeter. Brace for additional contacts.
Target is down!
That VTOL is on our list of targets. Let's make our quota.
That target is ours.
Have them go after the
All
VTOL.
order, this is Sierra 2-1. Be advised,
We are in the air and awaiting your orders. Sierra 2-1, out.
Definitely do not need to be this far out.
Enemy destroyed!
Acquired.
We got you,
Pick up the
boss.
flea. They are also way too far out, so I'm not super worried about this anymore. Did the flea drop in an area where I can't hit it?
New target commander.
Coordinating
Go after
air
the
attack.
flea.
We have
Hopefully the
seismic
flea
alarms
is not
triggering at the outer
underground.
perimeter of our community. That kill was mine. Please watch the friendly fire.
New target flea.
Now we gotta figure out what's going on with this flea, because my missiles aren't hitting him. Small chance that he's stuck underground somewhere, which would be problematic. I have to restart the mission. Which I don't like doing. Of course, he could also just be wedged up in such a spot that the missiles can't hit him through the terrain. Maybe a moment of truth here. Yeah, that's what it is. Wedged up in that corner, the missiles are just impacting on the surface there, the edge. Does appear like he's broken. Right?
Tango down.
Destroyed.
More enemies inbound. They really are gunning for you, Commander.
I'll take an easy
Watch
kill.
out.
New target
Medium.
Phoenix.
Phoenix Hawk.
We're on it, Commander.
Not worried about the flea so much. Phoenix Hawks tend to be pretty heavily armored. We want to get him gone. That would be medium range. Minimum. I don't know why I keep saying medium. Need more coffee, I guess. Well, one of his arms is gone. Alright, he's got no weapons.
Destroyed. Target acquired.
Or we can just blow him up, that's cool too.
Focusing our fire on target.
Once the enemy runs out of weapons, they tend to eject.
Walk on up to the treasure to pick it up.
Salvage, huh? Look at that in a second. Good God, this guy would just slow down for a minute.
Target destroyed.
Let's see what we can pick up here.
That's close enough. Ready to start pickup operation. Recon has spotted additional bogey. is, heading along a
Just
trajectory that intersects with your position.
Not very often that happens.
Target acquired.
That matches the class of VTOL we're after. Take it out.
Target destroyed.
Well, I don't think I've ever seen that happen before.
Target acquired.
Careful not to get shot by this guy. There we go.
Target destroyed.
Well done, Commander. The area is secure.
Sweet. That was remarkably successful. I mean, I know it's kind of borderline cheating. I'm over here using medium mechs and super easy light mech missions, but I don't care. The whole point of running a mercenary team is to make money, not lose it. What do we have? Take that machine gun. Grab a couple of those heat sinks too, because I don't have a whole lot of heat sinks to get. Don't care about the small lasers. I'll grab those machine gun ammos, why not? Alright. Ooh. Did a little bit of damage to his armor. Alright, good deal. We'll go ahead and... Look at that. Shadowhawk didn't take a single bit of damage. Curious as to... Okay. Say, that orange color makes me really concerned, but that's not too bad at all. 31 out of 48. Dang it. There. Yeah. Good deal. Repair everything. Queue it up. What are we looking at on our jobs? One more VTOL and I'll get that complete. 8 more missile carriers. Haven't seen a spider yet. Haven't seen 2 more blackjacks. I don't know if I'm ever going to complete that one, as much as I want to. 6 more machine guns. Alright, good deal. I think we're making some pretty good progress here. Do I have anything worth selling? Yes. I know that there is use for chem lasers at some point. I don't mess with them personally. The whole point of having a laser, in my opinion, and I know I've already said this, but the whole point of having a laser is so that you're not constrained by ammunition. Chemical lasers are ammunition dependent. Completely defeats the purpose of having a laser. What do I have? I do have some upgrades. I am going to have to throw some of these on. The cost even isn't that bad. Level 2 upgrades are incredibly expensive. I think in my other game I've got some upgrades in place that cost more than the mech I put them on when everything's combined. Internal structure and armor, mostly. Alright, well, we'll get into the upgrade screens next time, because that's something that I want to do before I start moving around, because those upgrades do take a little bit of time, especially when you start stacking them. And they happen after the repairs are done. Of course, that being said, I could throw some upgrades on these guys. How much would it cost? Let's find out before we end this mission, or in this episode. Oh well, I don't have. All I've got is energy cooldown, which doesn't do much for me. So I ain't worried about it. If I had the energy damage, I'd throw that on there, because 4 medium lasers, a little bit of boost would do a lot. Well, I'm going to cut this episode here. I made a community post. I have no idea how many people saw it. I know one person did, commented, but there have been some changes around my household that are going to result in me not having quite as much freedom to record as I would like. School has let out as well as that, which means my daughter's, well, school hasn't let out yet, but as of, I think, next Tuesday, school will be let out for the summer. So with my daughter being home, that will also make it slightly harder for me to record. So those two things combined might slow down the recording schedule. My goal is still to put out at least 1 episode a week. I'm going to discuss with my wife, see about trying to find a good time. If I can, and I think it might be possible, as long as the Mechwarrior series doesn't fall apart on me, as long as I'm running this campaign currently, I should be able to record videos later on in the evening after everyone goes to bed. And I should be able to do 2 episodes in a single recording session, and that'll cover Monday and Thursday uploads. Do that once a week over the summer. If I change to a different game, that could potentially make it a little harder. But we'll see. Alright, well, I have rambled on long enough. My Centurion here. As always, guys, I do appreciate you watching, and we will see you on the next episode. Okay, let's try that again. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you all on the next episode.